I brought you something close to me.
Hello, this is something else in my house. It is something that's kind of interesting, and I hope you like it. This is a fan blade from a jet engine. I bought this off of eBay several years ago. I think I paid about $75 for it. I believe it is a fan blade from an F100 turbofan engine, which is the engines used in an F-16 and F-15 fighter jet. I'm not sure though, because it never mentioned in the listing what engine it came out of. It is made of titanium, which explains its sort of interesting color. And as you can see here, just looking at my hand, it's almost about a foot long. And you may ask, why do I have this object? Well, I think that it is a great example of form becoming art. I mean, this, when this was designed, they had no reason whatsoever to make it look artistic. It's just designed to help fuel burn, to create thrust so you can fly. So that is it with this. Yet it is still, I think, a beautiful object. And what even possessed me to buy this? Well, years ago I was at the Museum of Modern Art in New York, which is one of my favorite places to go whenever I visit the city. And they have what's called an industrial design area, where they have everything in there from, teapots to helicopters to chairs to, pens, things like that. Things that are not considered art by the general public, but at the same time they have their own artistic merit. And so I was there some years ago, and I was walking around that part of the museum, and I saw this thing on a plinth. It was, about a 3 foot high or so plinth, and I see this object that was about 3 or 4 feet long, and it was actually a fan blade for, a much larger turbofan engine. I believe it was something out of like a 747 or something like that. And it just, I thought it was this beautiful object. And in a way, it reminded me of a sculpture by Brancusi called Bird in Space. Just this curving vertical object, and I thought it was really just kind of striking. So I walked over to it, and I was just looking at it, and I was wondering what it was made of, and just kind of reached out to touch it, which is something I would never ever do at a museum, but for some reason this I thought was just so interesting. So I reached out to touch it, and then the guard shooed me away. So, but I thought it was just the neatest thing to see. So, of course, I bought this thing off of eBay. I made this walnut base, and now it just sits in my living room as a bit of a conversation piece. So anyway, that is something else that's in my house. Have yourself a great day.